What's up, everybody? It is your favorite candy lady, MrsiCandi, and welcome to If You Like It, I Love It. I got my co-host Karma Fox in the building. Y'all, I'm in the bed. This is how real I am today, okay? Seriously, my hand is burning. Burning. Karma, the level of pain. I can't hear you. I can hear you.
Did you try the butter?
Okay, so
You said the butter.
did not try to butter. I went to the doctors and they had me go to plastic surgery because the location of the big blister that I had at that moment was like near a nerve and my hand was swollen. I couldn't move my thumb because it was like tight, like the blister had my hand really tight. So they had to cut it off. So it is like an open wound that I got to keep treating. And I have to wash it and make sure it's clean with soap and water, and it burns. Like, girl, I'll be cussing everybody out every time I gotta wash
Did they
it.
give like a local anesthesia, like a numbing gel or anything like that to help with the pain on the burn? Is there something topical they can?
No.
Oh, okay.
Now, what they told me was I can alternate like pain medicine. I hate taking medication. That's something I just don't like to do. Unless I absolutely have to, I don't like taking medicine. So they told me to do like ibuprofen and Tylenol every 6 hours, alternate the medication.
Yeah.
And if it gets really bad, they'd give me like codeine or Percocet or whatever. I definitely don't want that kind of stuff. So
That's what I said. I thought maybe they would have had like maybe like a local, like I like the local numbing things that they can give, like the patches or a topical cream or something like that. I don't really want to take like heavy pain medicine either, but anything that could numb it. But it's unfortunate, probably because it's an open one. They said
it's like open and it's big and open. So yeah, all I can do is put the topical that they got to heal it, and they said I'm gonna be in pain for a while. It's doing good right now, but it'd be like if I do too much movement, it gets swollen and. Girl, the struggle is so real. So yeah, I'm embarrassed. I'm supposed to have my hand elevated.
Right.
But you know what? I'm so dedicated and I love y'all so much. I was like, I'm gonna just do this from my bed. Like,
I mean, listen, my kids up here in the living room with me. I told them be quiet. We'll see how far that get.
All right, y'all. So what's up? Let's see. We got there go my boo thing.
That's our boo thing. Day one. Day one.
That is my ride. You know how you be saying J Mill yours, Perez is mine. Okay.
Listen, my baby to the top, like Perez and them, they gotta get like something special because they was like day one.
Yes,
you know?
Day one. Yes, yeah. He said, "I'll get you a perk." Now, Perez, remember the other episode I told y'all I had like somebody baked me something, so I still have that, so I'm okay.
Okay, yeah, take that and see if that causes some relaxation.
Because the stinging, like when I was talking about it last time, it was pain because it was like every time something would touch that blister, it just was like, you know what I mean? If I move my thumb, like it just was painful. Now it's just stinging. It's just like, and I don't like that. So anyway, y'all, we got a show to do, and I got to make sure that I get through half of it before my treat kick in, and I'm like, somebody else. So we gonna go ahead and get it started. We gonna start with our praise report. Okay, I just told y'all mine, so I just kind of got them out the way. It could have been worse. Like, you know what I'm saying? Lucky thing about this situation is it's gonna heal, and I'm gonna be fine. I can move my thumb. It ain't nothing. It could have been totally worse, and I'm happy that they were able. They got me in yesterday. Like I called yesterday morning. Like, hey, I took a picture. I sent it to my doctor via my chart, like, help me. That's exactly what I said. They called me right away, like, can you come in today? Yes, I can. I will leave work right now. So they got me in. They got me to plastics. They got the little, cut off. They numbed me enough to cut it. They did everything they needed to do. Send me home. I had to get a daggone Tdap shot because of the open sore, and I ain't had one in years. So now my arm's sore. You know how when you get them vaccines, girl.
Oh my!
But I'm here. My hand is here. We ain't even gonna complain.
We ain't gonna worry about it.
That's right. Now Karma's praise report is a little different because she has a nice little intro for her praise report. So I'm gonna show y'all the video first, and then we're gonna let Karma go in. So y'all check this out.
Did you do poly, babe? First of all, I don't think so. Because, like, you know, I already misunderstood the rules of the poly just now. I'm like, she should be busting off in this third person. I don't know. That's a good question. And on the TV show A La Carte this season, season 2, I'm in a poly relationship.
So you know how you have a lot going on, I have a lot going on, and a lot of times you want me with you.
Uh-huh.
And I always can't be there. So I'm going to send Polly with you. Right?
That's her name now, Polly?
I don't know. It just seems cool. But Polly can just go kick it with you. Y'all can hang out. Y'all can FaceTime me. Y'all having a good time? Yeah. Da, da, da. Yeah.
Anytime it comes up about a threesome or as you're saying now, a poly relationship or whatever, people always want to say, well, why can't be another guy?
It can be, but just not with me. Like you can do whatever you want to do, and that's the beauty of being a grown up. Like if you were into like another guy, I wouldn't fuck. We wouldn't even.
Yeah,
you'd be my friend. Yo, what up, Candi?
You'd be my friend.
Like you would just be my homie that I say what's up to. I just couldn't do it.
Well, I personally always said that, like, to me, with two guys, that's just too much work. You know, you sitting up here, you trying to,
that what you be
too
doing?
much going on. I don't know. I've never done it myself. That's a lot of work.
Here's the thing, you know how God be dropping clues and hints that your blessing is on the way.
On the way.
It's the subtle confirmations that the breakthrough is coming. And I just find it super interesting that we came together with Candi. Come on, so I'm about to praise and shout out with Candi.
Come on
the show. And I was the team escape on the first panel.
Right.
And I had made it clear that little Candi drop was coming, multiple times. And now we are at a state where she is on her Candy Coated Night stating, maybe, because another man is out of the question for her. That's too much word. She said she don't think so with another woman. And I don't want Todd. I don't want him at all. You can have Todd. I don't want Todd. Todd to be my homie. What up, Todd? I don't want Todd. I don't want to touch Todd. I don't think that's homie. We have a same goal and person in mind to take care of. That's it. So I just think the blessing, I'm praising in advance.
Gotcha.
So when you see me with her, y'all gonna be like, well, she told us.
That's right.
Told us God had something.
And I got the clip, y'all. I ain't gonna let it go. I'm gonna hold on to it just so when it happened, it could go viral.
That's what I'm just saying. And then they could go back and everybody can go watch the videos and me keep saying, I'm 2 steps closer to Miss Burris Tucker. I'm on my way. So the praise is in advance. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Yes. And even if I don't bust it through, I bet you we gonna be like this. I bet you I'm gonna be her BFF. I bet you I'll be her BFF. Girl, I'll be a part of the gang. I bet you I will be. I'm on my way. So that's my praise.
Are we gonna knock out Karma as a BFF?
What you mean knock out Karma as the BFF?
Yeah, you gonna knock her out?
You mean like knock it out? Like knock it out?
No. Like she not gonna have the BFF title no more because you sliding in there.
Oh, Carmen. Oh no, we grown. You got more than one best friend because I'm a different type.
Well, Mama Joyce called her Karma. So I'll be like,
but here's the thing, I'll handle Mama Joyce as well. I'll be something totally. I bring a whole different swag. Yeah. We'd probably be the friends that people always say, y'all should just do it. Y'all always working. Y'all should just. We'll be those.
Okay.
We'll be those.
Is it gonna kind of have a Whitney Houston and Robin type of feel? Like they was friends, but okay.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. You've heard it here first, exclusive.
All right. Well, there you go. Okay, so speaking of viral things, I'm going to give you guys a viral video of the day. Now, I am not here to bash Auntie Patty because I am not. And although I know we saw this BET Awards and people have something to say about her performance, I do not. I just have no comments. But I did see a video of Miss Patty at Usher's concert, and I do want to show y'all that because Patty is like 80 something. Is she 80 something? Wait, hold
I
on.
don't know how old Auntie Patty is. Grown.
Grown.
Listen, they don't age like everybody else, they don't age, so Patty
Yes.
LaBelle
She
is
is 79 years old. Okay. So at
79.
79 years old, Miss Patty LaBelle was at the Usher. He had a residency going on right now that I would love to go to because it just seems like it is just
And I
so
think
good.
on like year 2 of this
Yeah, this show looks
residency, and
great.
I mean, it's been rave
Yeah,
reviews.
this show
Rave.
looks
Everyone
amazing.
said it's amazing.
Yeah. So Patty went. And I want to show y'all Patty enjoying herself at the Usher show.
Let's go.
I love that for her.
Me too.
I love that for her.
Me too. I was like, see, that's honestly how I want to be living life. And I'm in my 70s. If I make it, the Lord let me be here. I want to be living.
Girl, I'd have dropped it down. They would have had to give me a hip replacement. That's my song. That's my song. That's that Al Green by the time we get up there. Pony, that's gonna be like one of the Al Green cuts, right? As soon as it come on, I'm gonna have to get on the pony.
She looked like she was just having such a good time. And I wanted to show y'all that because everybody was talking so much smack about her after that tribute that she did to Tina. I just kind of wanted to have a fun Patty
Fantasia
moment.
busy?
I think she was.
Was Fantasia busy?
I think she was because she wasn't there. Well, Fantasia is touring, so that is
Beyonce's touring.
Beyonce's touring, yeah. So
yeah, okay,
yeah. So that's one thing about it is I want people to realize is that Patty is very authentically Patty. That is like the first time Patty has said, "Where are my lyrics? Background sing for me."
What was that where she had went and did a live? I think it was a Christmas, one of the Christmas things. And she said, "I don't know the words. The prompter don't work." She did something in that realm. She was, yeah. Like this ain't the first. So for me, I was not surprised at all. Patty gonna let you know stuff is wrong. She's not a performer that can just perform through it. If it's like really jacked up, she just gonna tell you this whole performance should be jacked up because I don't have the things that I need. How Auntie Patty is.
It's true. That's true. It was authentically Patty to me. It was totally Patty. I was like, that's what she does. That's Patty. I don't know why y'all getting mad. Like she ain't 79 and she not gonna remember nobody's lyrics. She can't even remember her own lyrics. Come on.
And the gag is a lot of performers don't. A lot of them have prompters. A lot of them don't remember the older songs and things. They pull out the bulk lyrics and they got to review it or have a prompter just to make sure. So y'all got what y'all got. I'm sure we'll have more Tina tributes. This was just one because Tina just passed, but they'll have more tributes for Tina. They'll do it right.
They will for sure. So as we're talking about that, going into hot topics, we totally just need to go straight into it. The BET Awards 2023. Now, Karma, I don't think you watched it, right? Did you say you just saw clips of it?
Oh yeah, just clips. I don't watch award shows for real.
And normally I don't. I haven't watched award shows in such a long time. And it was interesting because my daughter, my 14-year-old daughter, was like, "Mama, we're gonna watch the BET Awards." And I was like, "Oh, they coming out? Okay, yeah." And I just thought it would be a moment for me to watch TV with my daughter, kind of bond, because you know what I mean? She watched her stuff, I watch my stuff, but this was a moment for us to watch something together. And I was like, yeah, I ain't watched the BET Awards in a long time. I'm gonna sit down and watch this. So I did. I sat and I watched the BET Awards with my daughter. I started with the red carpet. The red carpet was funny because I really didn't know a lot of those people on the red carpet. I ain't gonna hold you. And then Karma had made a post on Facebook that made a lot of sense about like the millennials, we kind of aging out.
I knew that a minute ago when I started seeing who got invited. I knew then this was not for me. You know what I mean? Like when I started seeing the red carpets and I said, oh, this is not for me. This is not for me. I don't know who any of these people are. Bunch of TikTokers and rappers is what my YouTuber Rodney the Voice said, and I agree.
Is that what it was? I mean, it was a lot of rappers. I totally saw the rappers.
There was no SZA. There was no Lizzo. There was no her. Like there wasn't like the BET Awards even back in the day had a plethora like of genres there because it was the hip hop Little Source Awards, Little Hip Hop Rap Awards, and then BET Awards was for like everybody else that had a mixture of genres. But now since they don't do the hip hop like Source Awards or whatever, it just seems like an oversaturated amount of rappers.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's not really giving what it's supposed to give for me.
So out of the clips, let's just talk there. Out of the clips that you did see for the BET Awards, I mean, I did get a picture of some fashion. If you guys are into fashion,
I hate Coco
it ain't
dress.
loading for some reason.
I hate Coco dress with a passion. I hate it.
I didn't like it either, and I don't know. I love Coco. Let's be clear. I love Coco Jones, y'all. Like, heart. I See You is stuck in my head. It is on repeat. I love that song. That is
amazing voice, amazing personality. I just don't like the dress.
Yeah, that dress wasn't it for me. But her performance was everything. She got there and did an amazing job singing. So, and she won an award, much deserved too. I was very happy that she won. Let's see, highlights. The girl from see, I'm old. I know Young Miami, Carisha. What's the other? JT
that threw the phone. And I did see them clips. I saw that. Yes, I love Bel Air to the chat. Absolutely love Bel Air. I can't wait for season 3. But yeah, little JT threw her cell phone a little because he said Ice Spice name too many times.
I call Lil Uzi Miss Leslie, but I think it was over this young lady.
Ice Spice.
Yes, the fight was over her. He was talking to her, and I guess he played in her face, in JT's face, and she ain't like that. I was so confused. That had the awards looking so hood. I was like, what?
We say little shit like that, but if y'all want to keep it a buck, it's been like this. Like, I swear these little kids ain't doing nothing different than in the past when Suge Knight and the rest of them ghetto niggas was fighting at the Source Awards. And like, it's always been drama surrounding BET, Source Awards, MTV Awards, you know, Kanye jumping on Taylor Swift account. That was in 2008. It's always been.
Yeah. I just think nowadays people got their cell phones and they record. You know what I mean? Like, we get in a little bit more because the stuff probably always been happening. Probably even in the 90s at the it was probably happening, but we just didn't see it.
Because I want to say the Suge Knight and them beef was in the 90s. It was in the 90s when Suge got on stage. That shit that ended up being from 90s, the early 2000s. That back and forth BS. Like, it's always been BS. And they took a picture together. Ice looked like a little sneaky, but he put her name in the song, so I thought it was promo. However, if we know anything about JT and Lil Uzi, they always in constant conflict. So what we may have thought is nothing, it probably was something.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? He got a little history of not keeping his little hands to himself. So I think he has the history of cheating. So I can see the whatever surrounding it. It looks dumb to us. It's dumb altogether, but I'm sure JT threw that phone because he was playing.
Yeah. I mean, if the Ice Spice thing, he made a comment in the song, he said her name, he was taking pictures with her. It could have been a whole jealousy thing. It could have been you're not gonna play in my face with this girl right here when you know what I mean? Like, and then I heard back stories that her and Ice might not get along. Who knows?
See, and that's what I'm saying. It probably was a layer, multitude of things we don't know about. But what I do know is Black Twitter said they had made up by the end of the show.
Yeah. So it was all good.
I know little Oregano was so confused, like, what is going on? This is my first time. Brother Powder was like, this is my first time being here. And it's a lot going on. So shout out to Miss Spices.
Right.
Miss Oregano
Spice. I'm sorry. So highlights was they were celebrating 50 years of hip hop. So we got like we got a lot of like old school hip hop, people coming and giving us like their music and songs, which was nice because, happy anniversary hip hop. That's dope. That's amazing. Also, Busta Rhymes got like the Lifetime Achievement. Is that
Now
what it was?
that clip I did watch. I watched Busta, and that crowd wasn't hyped for me enough. But yeah, I love Busta Rhymes.
So the problem with me was with Busta Rhymes, I guess, was it was late. Like I have been up waiting. I was like on my stories, like partying, dancing. I was like live posting on my Facebook talking about it. I was having a good time watching it. Even some of the new artists, I was having a good time. I like seeing Amigos get back together to kind of.
That was a great performance. I watched that too. That was really good.
That was, and then like it seemed like they put a lot of money into these performances, like some of they like stage and the stuff they had moving around. And so I was like, okay, they don't like this some money for these performances. So it was really nice. Busta Rhymes definitely deserved it. I love Busta Rhymes getting up there. His speech was really long.
It was. We're gonna let him have his flowers.
He had his moment. I said, y'all gonna let Busta talk, okay? Because he deserves it. His performance was great. The audience was a little dead though, and I wasn't feeling that. Like, it was a couple of performances where the audience was kind of just like,
it was late in the night. They probably was tired. I do agree with the comment that that just came up in our chat about they should have saved the hip hop for hip hop awards. I'm telling you, it was too many rappers. It was too many. I don't know why they just didn't put them on the hip hop awards. And then you could have dedicated the hip hop awards to the entire 50 years. You could have did ciphers. You could have brought back Run DMC and Rakim and Slick Rick. You could have done it from beginning to end. Like, you could have really given hip hop as a genre its flowers. I don't like that it was infused.
Yeah. Do we have hip hop awards still? Do we still have the hip hop awards? Is the question. I didn't know
it is later this year.
Oh, I didn't know we still did it. Yeah, I didn't know we still did those.
I want to know where all the girls at. Is all the girls on tour? I feel like I didn't see any soul artists, contemporary R&B artists, nobody there. Nobody there. Maybe I'm tripping. Again, I didn't watch the whole thing through, but I didn't feel like it was just enough variety of Black music there at all. And what pisses me off with the BET Awards is because a lot of our Black artists that aren't just hip hop and R&B, they don't get any recognition. We have amazing smaller artists that we should be, promoting. They could just be giving us more. I only watched the Soul Train Awards.
Yeah, I love the Soul Train.
I really love the Soul Train Awards that they have, but that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know what BT is for.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad to me. It wasn't giving what all I needed to give, but I like the Soul Train Awards. So it's
like they almost there. Yeah. It's getting better on a positive set. Like we said, it looks like y'all putting more money. Y'all are thinking more production wise. Like we're trying to bring in visuals. It's almost there.
Yeah,
it's missing a couple of things, but it's almost there.
But again, Tyler just got it, so Tyler ain't really had time to do it.
Making it sound like Tyler ain't about to say BET Awards produced by Tyler Perry, written by Tyler Perry, acted by Tyler Perry. Listen, y'all act like
Karma,
Tyler fit to come in and save the day.
Karma, Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry don't be letting no writers write, no directors direct.
And everybody keeps saying, Tyler, can you do that? Tyler fit that's fit to be Tyler's network. It's fit to be everything he write and produce on it.
And I'm hoping that he is going to have some growth and bring in some other people. I'm afraid that it's really going to be Medea, Meet the Browns, House of Pain.
Everything you can think of that you can think of in your mind. Tyler fit the right producer. That's fit to be Tyler, like own network. It's about to be Tyler Perry network. I don't have an expectation with Tyler. I think I don't have an expectation for him to expand it. I don't. I don't have, because I don't want to be disappointed. I don't have an expectation that he's going to bring back any of that.
I'm just going to be hopeful because I'm afraid.
How do you feel about them? They said on Black Twitter that they were talking about possibly bringing back 106 in Park.
I think they need to bring back a video show. Like I do feel like we need to see music videos on these networks. We don't see them. Only time I see a music video is on YouTube. Like I don't get to see them on TV ever. I don't know if you need a 106 and Park, but what's the purpose of these artists making videos if we can't show them?
A lot of artists visuals ain't really visualing though. Their songs are now shorter than the average. They're like 2 minute, 3 minute songs. It's not a whole lot of visual input as to the millennial on up artists.
Yeah.
Their songs were longer. They had different storyline components. It's just different. I don't think Gen Zs need a video show. I think that's more of a millennial thing. That's just what we had. That's what we did at the time with TRL 106 and Park. I think if they do a 106 and Park, I don't think you need it for videos.
It has to go with the trend though. It has
to be what's on trend. Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe a regular 106 and Park. It definitely has to be something different.
It's got to be something different. Yeah. Maybe they'll start bringing on like maybe internet artists or TikTokers to perform the top 10 TikTok internet sensations of the week, so you get to know them more. But they'll have to revamp it. They don't care about the music videos. That's our shit, y'all. We're not getting that back. See, the world's not coming back. It's not coming back.
What I did like was I liked Encore because they brought Cedar back, and I was like, "Oh,
look at Cedar!" I love that. But that was a Carlos King show, produced with Todd Tucker, and that also was for us because all of those artists was us on up. Pam from Total.
Yep.
I don't know if the Gen Z demographic even knew who them people were. So that was our show.
Yeah, it was.
So I don't see a 106 and Park for our demographic. We're at work. That is for the little kids. That's for the Gen Z and Alpha that's coming home from school and want to watch it. And I don't think it needs to be music videos. They need to find something else that they like.
The live of what shows? Keep typing because I didn't know what that meant. Okay, so next topic. Talking about artists and drama and things that's going on. Karma's girl, Cardi B, is in the news. She has some drama going on with her husband, Offset. So what had happened was, right, Offset tweeted something and took it down, deleted it later, but initially he posted a nice little, I don't know if it was in the stories. It looked like it's in the stories. He said, "My wife, F me on me, gang. Y'all know how I come, okay?" So basically, he implied that his wife, Cardi B, cheated on him. Okay. Now, Cardi responded to this because he deleted it shortly after he posted. And I don't understand that. What's the point of posting it if you're going to delete it? Like,
I think because respectfully, y'all know they type different than the average. I think after the fact, I think Offset meant to say if.
Okay.
I think he meant it as a hypothetical. If my wife ever cheat on me, y'all know how I'm gonna come. You know, I think it was one of those, but he probably left off the if and just deleted it. That was my thought when I saw it. But even if she did, I don't understand what that meant either. I mean, it would have made me no different, but I think it would have been better. I don't think he meant to imply it, but because the if wasn't there. But I don't know. I know Cardi cussed him out. Tell him what Cardi said.
Yeah, so this is what Cardi said after she got word of this little tweet delete situation.
Hey, you can accuse me of all the things you know that you are guilty of. Sing it with me, y'all. And I see that it is easy for you to blame everything on me. Yes, honey. Listen.
If that's the case, I
don't pay attention to that country man, y'all. Don't pay attention to the country man. That Spaces the other day, that motherfucker spiraling and thinking shit. Come on now. I'm fucking Cardi B. I think sometimes motherfuckers forget I'm Cardi B. I'm not just anybody. Can't fuck me no regular, degular, schmegular, because they gonna tell the world. And I can't fuck nobody in the industry because they gonna tell too. These what was that? Y'all ever heard that Ruby Rose record where she said, got a big ass mouth? So please, boy, stop acting stupid. Stop acting stupid.
Stupid. Stop acting stupid. stupid. Okay, so that's what made me feel like maybe he did post it because her reply to that was kind of like, boy, sit down or whatever. Right back ain't cheating. So being that Offset has been several times cheating on his wife, if she decided to get her lick back, get over it, my dude. I'm sorry. I have no sympathy. You don't get to show out. Y'all know how I get down, gang. You don't get to do none of that. None. Absolutely not. You don't. So get over it. I'm no one cares.
Yeah, no one cared. No one cared. No one, absolutely no one cared.
You leave her, you're fumbling the bag because you will no longer be relevant. Cardi will move on. People will continue to look for her, continue to follow her because of her personality and her presence. We don't really care about you, Offset. For real, for real. Like you've become Bobby Brown when he was Whitney Houston's husband because you're Cardi B's husband.
And that's the thing, you know, I think that's how it started, is that Cardi B was basically saying if she were to get a divorce or if she would move on, she would be okay. And I think that's what made him spiral. She was in a space is kind of talking about that. So I don't know. But the moral of the story is Offset, she should have been cheated. She should have been cheated. If it should happen, as Black women, we're gonna start a hashtag that says "Take her back, Offset," like T.I. and y'all told Cardi to do. Mm-hmm. We're gonna tell, listen, Cardi, go to his place of business, go to his job, and get on stage, stop the music, and say, "Hey, babe, I'm sorry. Come on, babe, I'm sorry. Can we talk about it?" Yeah, right back. Yeah, that's just what it is. So he can't get no sympathy for us because right back is definitely not cheating. I don't care.
You can go ahead and look back, leave her alone. Okay, so in the news as well, 4. Anybody ever watch Black Ink Crew? There's a gentleman that goes by the name of 4. He was a tattoo artist and a rapper. He was Chicago's Black Ink Crew. I haven't watched it in a while, so I'm not sure if he's still on the show or not, y'all. I'm so far removed from both Black Ink Crews, I just don't know. But he was on the show early on, and he was a likable character. He could rap, you know, he had like a nice little swag about him, whatever. He was cool. He has an OnlyFans, and in his OnlyFans, he had a couple of pictures posted on his Twitter that has gone viral. I got one. He tweeted, "I want to go outside, but it's no one to walk me. Where's my owner?" And then he's sitting there with like the submissive mask and chain and leash on, sitting like a good boy or a good puppy. This has gone viral, guys. Have you guys logged into for his OnlyFans? What kind of thing goes on? I know he's giving out naked tattoos.
Karma. Well, there's somebody that was that raised their hand in the chat. They'll walk his ass around the block and stuff and that like animal. I don't really understand the sexual pet thing. That I don't. You know what? If he's okay, do he drink out of a dog bowl and stuff too? I wonder how far this goes. Do you get a flea treatment? Do you do flea treatments?
Does he poop on and pee on the ground on a newspaper?
Have you been neutered? Have you been neutered? Did you get a vasectomy? Like, how far are we going? Do you have a collar? Do you have a collar?
He looks like he has a collar and a leash. He does.
Okay, well, I mean, I could walk him. I don't have a problem. I just can't see me paying for you to be walked. You know what I'm saying? You have to pay me as the dog groomer. You know what I'm saying? But I'll walk you around the block. I'll throw you a motherfucking frisbee for $9.99. Maybe I should start an OnlyFans and say I'm looking for a dog to walk for $9.99. And I'll walk his ass. I sure will. I put us on Instagram, IG. We be viral in a second. Heal, boy, heal. We be good. They call me Caesar out this motherfucker. And then you know how they be sitting there and they be done. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I do.
So to me, right? To me, that is like some stuff that, I mean, if you paid me to do it, I probably would too. I ain't gonna lie.
Like, go all out.
But is it sexual to you? Is that something that gets you off?
It would for $9.99 a month. Something about my bills being paid gets me out. It would be like it'll make my legs shake when I don't have nobody calling me talking about this is an attempt to collect the motherfucking debt. Something about that in my life feels like a blessing. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
I might dibble and dabble in that. I swear to God. And then if something happened to him, I'll put the posters up. Has anybody seen my motherfucking dog? Girl, I tag Peter. Can you help me find my motherfucking dog? Because he's gone.
He would love that.
And I love him.
He would love that.
$9.99 a month.
He would love that. People are celebrating for saying that they are happy that he is operating, in his true self, and that is what he likes, and that is, I seen on Twitter, if y'all look up his Twitter name right now and you want to see it, there's like a picture of his manhood. He got it sitting there with some semen around it. I didn't even have to pay for that picture. It was free on Twitter. So,
Okay, well, my dog ain't gonna be no hoe out here. You can see as a dog. So, I might have to let them know, because I ain't gonna keep having vet bills because you want to be up here slanging and thanging. Let me tell y'all a funny story right before I got on this live, y'all. I don't know what it is about me and my energy, but kids and animals come here. And I was sitting on the porch waiting for us to start, and this little bitty ass white dog walked in my backyard like he live here. So I had to go get her. Her name was Peaches, and she had a little collar, right? She came to me or whatever, but Peaches apparently lived 3 streets over. Now, her tag said she was from Harrison, Ohio. The phone number was out. I had my whole street trying to find where Peaches lived. So I guess what I'm saying is that I do real well with animals. They come to me. We cool. We kick it. But what we're not going to do is be doing all of that. We're not about to just sit here with we are a respectable type of hoe.
Okay.
We're respectable out here.
Got you. So that can't do too much.
No, we need to leave something for suspense. That's not $9.99. That's $29.95. That's not something you just showing everything for $9.99.
Yeah.
And a car wash is different levels to it.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? That's why he needs.
So you're not looking for a stray dog. You actually want like a pet. You don't want a stray. That's what you're saying?
Well, if he want to be walked, that sounds like you need an owner.
Right. Yeah.
So if I were to adopt him, there's levels to this. So if you're going to sit and do all of that, we need to up our charges if that's something that they want to see.
Gotcha.
Again, because that's a vet bill cost if something goes wrong.
Right. It was. Right? It wasn't even on the $9.99 because, like I said, it was free. I think he was giving us a sample. I think he was giving us a sample, like, oh look, you get a whole bunch of these if you go over here and you pay $9.99.
Oh no, that's not the way we fit the promo. That's not the way we're fit the promo. That's why you need an owner. So long story short, come to me. I will make sure I will make sure you got a kennel if you want one. That you see whatever it needs to be comfortable, and if I don't, you can always tag Peter
and let them know
that I'm not treating you accordingly.
Now, Marissa just said something. I guess Tasha K is live right now, but Tasha K is in the news as well. Tasha K was on Twitter. She was in these Twitter streets, and I actually caught this. Okay, she was like on the rant. She was talking about Cardi at first, right, y'all? Because she beefed with Cardi. She got Cardi this money. Cardi said, "Pay me my money. Your kids aren't going to school." All this is out there. So she was on a Cardi B rant, and then it switched to Storm Monroe some kind of way, and she just was like going off on off. So this post I just showed y'all, the next post on Twitter, they gonna get me blocked. I need my wino sharing heavy. It may be 3 days before I'm allowed back on this. This is the smoke I've been prepping for all year. I'm going nuclear. And then she posts a picture. I did not do the pictures. I don't want to get banned on YouTube or Facebook. But she posted the picture and she said, I have an ex-mentee who's a gay, fast-talking, spiritual powder head, an ex-mentee that doesn't know if he likes a man or a woman. So he prefers to blank himself and sneak famous pastors through the back door of his building on burner phones while screaming, "Free R. Kelly," so he play in when he and then she tags Barbie's World. So I don't know if you guys know on the YouTube street, there's a guy named Storm Monroe that when he was first introduced to me, he was coming on Tasha K's platform and she was introducing him like, yeah, he's the new big thing, and teaching him. And he was praising her for taking him in and showing him the ropes and getting him, acclimated. And I do really feel like Tasha K helped Storm Monroe get his start. because that's how I even seen him. So I got to give her props for that. I did not know him until her. After a while of seeing him just like his own content, I was uninterested and I stopped like watching. I don't know. He like at first he had like a couple of people and it was like, okay, who is that and what's going on? But then it just kind of like I got lost. So now she's been beefing with him for a while now. And I didn't follow the beef because again, I'm not following neither one of them. So I didn't follow their beef. I don't know why they beefing. It just wasn't my business. I didn't care. But now she's actually posted this about him and exposing him. And it's some pictures of him. The ones that I saw was, I guess he has an OnlyFans too. And it was pictures of him without his shirt. And I guess he was putting his stuff in the stuff to make it get bigger. I don't know. Berez is like our town. He be knowing stuff.
I get Storm and Armand confused because I don't follow either. And I only know about them through Tasha K. If I'm being honest. Armand and Storm, I only, because I was following Tasha K. So any beef kind of related or anybody she was mentoring at one point, I learned through her. So I always confused the two individuals. The only one she beefed with, I was following longer separately, was Lovely T. That I still follow to this day. But those two, I don't know how we got here. Like I remember them having a falling out, but I don't know how we got here today with him doing coke and stuff like that. Like, okay, so respectfully, and what does that have to do with you? I don't. What did he say? What are we talking about?
Right.
Do we know what are we talking about that she tweeted this? What is? Say what you're saying, sis. In my voice.
That's the part. That's the say what you're saying. Because I was totally confused on like why it was even interesting that he does this. Like I don't care. Like if he has an OnlyFans or like,
or if he do coke or pastors,
if he gay, if he got, I don't care.
I don't care about any of it. What's interesting is like I don't know if it's just me, maybe people in the comments, but like when I cut people off, girl, I have a whole burial in my mind. Yes. I've already done the repast, the eulogy. They face starts to blur out. Details of how we fell out starts to fade. They bones dust in my mind. Do you understand? So me bringing up people I don't mess with is weird because they have already passed in the spirit for me. You know, they may not have caught up to God yet, but they're gone for me.
They don't exist.
Talking about somebody I'm not fucking with is just weird. It's weird.
I'm not talking about people. I'm with you on that. And people say I'm cold because I do that, but I just remove you from my mind, my memory, you know what I'm saying? Like my vocabulary, you don't exist to me anymore. That is just what happens. So I'm totally the same way as far as when I don't rock with you no more, you don't exist anymore. I'm not about to get on my platform for days and tweet and talk about you and give you any type of notoriety. I don't rock with you. I don't mention you. And I prefer you don't mention me. That's how I operate. So it's weird that she's like, the people that she beef with, she be stuck on saying their names. And again, that was probably one of the reasons why I unfollowed her. Like, and I kind of fell out because I just was like, it just seems too negative. Like you just want to hold on to the negativity versus letting it go. You know what I mean? Not only will you take it really low with celebrities and trying to expose them and break them down, you would do it to people that's like you have relationships with and it's over and you still trying to, it's like the Martell situation. Melody's left, right? She's not with him no more. And he's still trying to find a way to bring her down. Tasha K does that. Like, why are you still trying to bring them down? Let it go. It's over. You ain't cool with him no more. Next.
Yeah, it's weird. It's so weird.
Yeah, it's weird energy, but
she's weird. And like I said, I don't know. She talking about I've been waiting for this smoke all year. On this man? This is your smoke?
Yeah.
On this YouTuber? This is it? Girl, I thought maybe she done figured out that the Ocean Gate was a conspiracy. I'm thinking you got real smoke or something.
Yeah.
You talking about from the YouTuber? Girl, that's what you've been making on a YouTuber?
Again, she has to make money for Cardi. She got to pay this big lawsuit back. So she got to come out with all kind of content.
But respectfully, Storm Monroe is not even a big deal to make a hot topic.
No, he's not.
That is a peer of yours. Like, unless it's something super salacious, like he up here doing a gay sex trafficking ring or something. Like all of this other stuff. Maybe if he was Larry Reed or somebody Funky Dineva.
Yeah.
But Storm is just a regular peer of YouTube. I don't know why you would want to make that a hot top. Girl, she crazy.
Yeah.
She crazy. I'm running for her OnlyFans. What you think she gonna do if she do one? If she do OnlyFans, what's she gonna do?
She gonna have to be humiliated. She gonna have to do the humiliation stuff. But people get
she can do that on her app. But I wonder if
she got to do it where people do it to her. Like people humiliate her. They get to smack dildos in her face and do stuff like that because she is so hated. She beef with so many people. They will get off on that.
I agree. I agree. Yeah. I wonder how her marriage works, where he keeps saying her with all these YouTubers. And then Cardi, like I'm sure he tired.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot. That's a lot to just keep up with. And speaking of a lot, all right, y'all. I'm gonna get serious for a minute because I'm throwing this one in on Karma. So I titled this "Property Bullies," right? And the reason why this story stuck out to me is because I'm in the process of, purchasing my grandparents' home, the house that my father was raised in, and all that kind of stuff. And I know that a lot of big companies do come to like small, like homeowners when they see an area they want and bully them out. And it'd be like, this been in my family for 100 years. I don't want to get rid of this. But they come in and they going to take it by any means necessary. So watch this story, and I want Karma's opinion on this, guys.
Developer is suing a 93-year-old woman who lives on Hilton Head Island after she refused to sell her property.
I'm here at Josephine Wright's property. She says it's been in her family for the last 100 years, but just feet away to my left, development is happening right outside her door. But the developers claim she's encroaching on their property and have sued her to get it back.
I can guarantee you she never thought that at 93 years old she'd be in a legal fight.
No, I didn't.
Josephine Wright and her family are battling with developers over encroachments the group claims are on their property. Wright says Bailey Point Investment Group, LLC, came to her asking to sell the property off Jonesville Road, which has been in her family since the Civil War. She refused. So in February, the investment group sued Wright, claiming a satellite dish, screened-in porch, and shed were encroaching the property behind her house, where they plan to develop nearly 150 units.
We want to keep our property within the family and not try to be harassed to sell it.
Wright and her family have since lawyered up. They're countersuing the group, saying in court documents since she refused the sale, quote, Bailey Point Investment has begun a consistent and constant barrage of intimidation and harassment.
Nobody up here is against development per se. Nobody up here is anti-business.
Right.
I mean, we just want to keep what's ours, and we want to be able to pass that down.
The future is uncertain for Wright and her family. The property that she says has been in her family for more than a century is now being threatened. But Wright says she's ready to fight.
This is not David and Goliath, because God has her. This is a more even fight than that. But they need to know that we are prepared to fight.
What I want them to do is just leave me alone.
This issue looks to be heading to
Karma, what do you think about that? Because that's happening a lot. Like, that's not
It's always happened.
Yeah.
It's always happened. This isn't really new, where people want to develop and gentrify different areas, and so they push people out. They push them out. They'll find ways. They'll call for different things. Hit them with all different types of, maybe violations. Maybe you're supposed to get something fixed and you haven't done that. No, they'll harass them until they can't afford it and are forced to sell. So this ain't really anything new. Was that Bakari, the political commentator that was up there? Mm-hmm. He talking about God got her. Nigga, you need to get her. Don't you got some money or something? Oh, you always got CNN connections. Mm-hmm. One of y'all need to get her. Don't just broadcast her story. Somebody better start a GoFundMe. Somebody better get her some lawyers. I don't know what resources she has, but if Bakari Sellers is in it, I am expecting him to use all of his resources to keep that old lady in her house. Mm-hmm. I'm not surprised. You know what? I bought my house in 2018. I swear to God, I get text messages and phone calls every day from random people asking me if I would like to sell my house. So the especially because the market doesn't have a lot of development and there's a demand there that's just not being met. People want to move, people want more houses, more different apartments, ones that are affordable, and there's just not enough out there. So these people are trying to do it by any means necessary. So unfortunately, it's just not a surprise to me. But hopefully she gets the things that she needs, but I'm not surprised. This been happening. It happens in Cincinnati.
Yeah, who's
Downtown is it's very white now.
It is, and it's not even just that. Avondale's becoming white. Madisonville's becoming white. Like they're taking over all the neighborhoods, like all of them. So what happened to the people? Like,
I don't listen. I feel like I'm holding on strong to my little street. We've been rocking together for a little bit. We got 2 houses that's always on rent, 3 at the most. We think that's always for rent, and we'll get different neighbors. But my street is very diverse, and we all kind of poor. We love on each other from a distance. So my street is the only one that's really rocking together. Nobody's been, kind of moved out of their house or whatnot. But yeah, it's crazy because our property taxes have went up over here at least $300. And anytime if you're thinking about getting a house, whatever your mortgage rate is, a lot of the banks will incorporate your mortgage, your property taxes, and your housing insurance, and they'll put it all in one. So your itemized statement may be $500 for your mortgage, $100 for your housing insurance, but the property taxes depends on when they do all this development, and that can go up. So you may start with a mortgage of $850, and then 4 years later your mortgage turned into $1,500 because your property taxes have raised. So it's very complicated to keep your home. It really is when property taxes continue to rise, but that's intentional. It's intentional. You just have to find resources and do what you can, because we all poor out here just trying to make it.
Trying.
I would ask Tasha K for 20, but she owe it to Cardi.
She ain't got it.
She ain't got
it. She ain't got it.
She ain't even got it.
She ain't got it. All right, so listen, there was a dude with explosives that was arrested near the Obama's DC residence.
He was one of these?
Yes, he was one of these.
Okay.
His name is Taylor Taranto. He's 37 of Seattle. And he also has an outstanding warrant from the January 6th invasion at the Capitol. So one of the people that stormed the Capitol just got arrested near the Obama's residence with explosives and guns and armor.
Now what did Barack do to you at this point?
Right.
He is gone.
This is
he
him.
Is like, what is you doing?
I got it off CNN. That's him. I was like, wait a minute, because I was irritated because at first I couldn't find the picture of him, right? And I was like, where is his mugshot? Like, if they just arrested him, where is his mugshot? And they keeping that under wraps. But as soon as, Deontay from around the way get arrested, his mugshot instantly on the news. So how come we ain't got this man's mugshot? And he had explosives near a president of the United States.
They put that 14-year-old from Chicago picture out there, and he was a minor. We got his face when they try to charge him with murder, but we can't see the little white man, 37-year-old face. Girl, listen, I just be praying every day that Barack and Michelle just continue to be okay.
Yeah.
Where Marley go?
Yeah. And then Karma just mentioned it well. Speaking of the 14-year-old, Carlisha Hood and her son, the charges were dropped, right? For the murder of what was his name?
It don't even matter. The man that punched three times.
Jeremy Brown. The charges was dropped, and now she is suing the city, Chicago, for falsely arresting. What was it? She said that event just life changed for her, life changing, and she, arresting her and putting her and her son in this position has traumatized her, and she's suing.
And what's so crazy about this story is I have been quiet on this story because when we first was brought to this story, they gave a narrative saying that she told her son, she was in a restaurant arguing with somebody and told her son to go to the car, get a gun, and then shot the dude in the back, and then told the son to shoot him 2 more times as the victim was leaving out of the restaurant. And I didn't say anything. because I couldn't understand scientifically, but maybe I'm wrong, how somebody got up with a gunshot wound in their back.
Right.
So I was waiting, like I waited on Juicy Smollett. Like when we read it, the black people was real quiet because it was some things about it. I was real quiet. I didn't want to like be a part of any negative fodder when it came to this mother and this 14-year-old, because the story sounds really bad, but it also sounds like a lot of holes in it, and I'm just not understanding what we're talking about here. Look at me off the table. So now that it's all said and done, and the footage that came out of this man punching her 3 times in the face, and everybody standing there, and it was the one that was recording was another young black woman, which ended up is the reason why she free, which now I know why she didn't jump in it. Because she was another woman, but nobody else did anything. All makes sense. What I'm waiting for in her civil suit, because y'all know I love following crime stories. I tell y'all that all the time. I'm gonna be a lawyer in my next lifetime. Is what her claim to sue the state for.
Yeah.
If you shot the person, I thought it was custom for you to be arrested.
Yeah.
Whether it was self-defense or not, you're gonna be arrested, and then you make bond, right?
Right.
So that portion, I don't know. I don't know what is the basis of your legal claim? What did they do wrong? Because one thing the prosecutors have not did when they dropped it is they never gave us a full statement of events, which is very odd. I would have thought they would have said at approximately this time, this person walked into it, like gave us what the evidence concluded as to why you're dropping a whole murder charge on this woman. What was the facts that came out? And they didn't do that. So there's something there. So I'm waiting to see what she decides, like what's the basis of her claim gonna be, because of that. Because you can't really sue. You unfortunately can't sue for your hurt feelings. And falsely arrested you technically weren't falsely arrested. It was you. It was your gun. What else happened? So I know we're waiting. She probably ain't telling us.
I want her to be a little careful. I want to make sure that they, like you said, they do the right thing as far as what they're going to be suing them for, because Chicago petty.
Chicago is petty. Chicago PD, ain't too far from Cincinnati PD. Chicago got a lot of different corruption. I don't know why they haven't been investigated by the DOJ, but I'm sure it wouldn't matter anyway, because Ferguson was, and nothing can happen from that investigation. I'm just curious on what happened, or what misstep did the prosecution office do that you feel like you have a suit. What else happened? Because I still don't have all of the details. Like, I don't know what they were arguing for. That ensued.
Right, and it makes no sense. That whole situation is so strange and so weird to me, and it's sad.
Weird. I don't know. Like the son looked like he was
you so mad that you had to punch her in her face. Like, why was you that upset?
We got that little bitty clip of him saying, "You say something else, and I'm gonna punch you." We don't know the escalation of events. I don't understand if the son, because the son was in the doorway, so did he run back and get the gun, or did he already have it? Were the 3 shots continuous?
Yeah.
Or did he stop and then shoot 2 times? Where was everybody else when the gunshots went off? Who dialed the 911 call? Like, there's just so many different scenarios of like, where's the rest of the damn story that has not been released to the public.
We don't get it on a Lifetime movie.
Girl, I'm still waiting on my Ocean Gate documentary. I'm waiting on that. I know they put one out, but now we got more stuff that keep coming out. They done found the stuff, and now they said they found some human remains, allegedly. They think that's what it is, but I thought they evaporated like air.
I thought so too. Supposedly, like, it pulls apart, like, and it like boom.
I don't know. Maybe it's bone fragments, like maybe tissue. Yeah. I don't know. They're gonna examine it to confirm, but maybe bone fragments.
Where did they find the debris and stuff at? Because if they
were the Titanic,
if they were so far down, how it ain't sink down?
They did by the Titanic. So when it imploded, the debris fell around the Titanic. The problem is that the ship that can reach down there and help grab the parts with the crane was in another country. And so they did all these.
Why wasn't that in the country when they was doing that trip in the first place? Why they ain't?
Well, that's why they're being. So the U.S. Coast Guard came out and said now they're doing an investigation, not only to see what caused it, but to see if criminal and civil actions can be pursued, because they didn't have an additional submersible that can come get them, and we don't have that resource.
They should have some type of life-threatening plan in store for
they did not. I told y'all somebody going to jail. Y'all believe me? Somebody is going to jail. I just want to see who it is. Somebody's going. Somebody's going to jail. But yeah, they did find that, and they are going to be investigated further. But the news outlets that were there asked really stupid ass questions. So there's still a lot of questions about this investigation I don't understand. I don't know whose jurisdiction it's going to be. They're working with 3 other countries, so I don't know whose law they're using for criminal acts or civil.
Gotcha.
It's still a lot of questions surrounding it, but yeah, girl, I can't wait till that become a movie. I'm following that.
Well, listen, I want to make sure Kalisha and her son, do good, say prayer for them, and they get through this, especially that baby. I'm sure that was traumatizing for him to have to do something like that. Nicki Minaj said that she would pay for his college tuition when it's time, and she said, "Thank you, Nicki, I accept." So that's that. Y'all say a prayer
for her money now, Nicki,
because she can't.
Why can't she? She obviously needs a very good lawyer if she's talking about suing. Right.
Well, no, he's talking about Nicki can't get her the money right now because it's tied up with Petty and all the stuff going on with him.
That's what I'm saying, girl. Say what you're saying. Why are we waiting till this baby got to be in college? Give her the money now so that they can start a new life and be able to sue so that he can get some money from that as well. Yeah. You got it. Cover her lawyer fees and the college. If you're going to do it all. Girl, she get on my nerves. Next case.
All right. Madonna, y'all say a prayer for Madonna. Madonna was in the news because she actually was rushed to the hospital and she was in ICU because she had like a bacteria infection. So they had her incubated. And they said they found her unresponsive. She's back home now. They said she's recovering, and she's going to make a good recovery. She's going to be okay. But yeah, something serious. Y'all be careful about them bacteria infections. Like if that happened from a bacteria infection, like something that's supposed to be not too serious, that's kind of scary. So.
Any infection can get serious. Strep throat can get serious. Anything that's bacterial that you do not take an antibiotic for can turn into sepsis and shuts down your organs. So anything can turn into something serious. Even an untreated STD can turn into something serious.
Right.
So you gotta be on it with your health.
Y'all need to be going to the doctors and getting these physicals and making sure y'all okay.
I know, right? Don't listen to me because I be smoking, but that's girl.
Neo was also in the social media blogs. So the mother of his 2, I guess, latest children that we know about, Sade and him are in court fighting over a custody agreement because he wants a paternity test for one of the kids so he can get on child support. Girl, I was like, wait a minute, Neo got 2 more kids? I was so lost when I saw that. Him and Marietta got 2 kids. Him and Crystal got 2 or 3.
Uh-oh.
Did I freeze? You okay?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so him
say that last part. Marietta and who?
Marietta and him have 2. Him and Crystal have either 2 or 3. So now him and this girl side, they got 2 kids. Like when you get a 3rd baby mama, like I'm out the loop.
That's the reason allegedly why Crystal left him is because of this.
Are these twins?
I don't really get into Neo's nutsack. I don't really know. I just know that he keep cheating and coming up with kids. That's what I'm understanding with Neo. And somebody that is shaped like an M&M is really interesting because I swear to God, I'm gonna see Neo at Pride one day. I don't even believe what I be seeing sometimes.
Yeah, Schaefer. Seriously, I need you to do better, bruh. When you left Marietta, I was mad at you. I was mad. I was like, oh, I don't like him. Like I just was mad. And then you did the Wiz Live, and you was the Tin Man. And I had a little bit of heart for you because you did such a good job in that role. So I was like, you know what? So much time has passed. Maybe Neo has grown. And I'm trying to like your wife because she was on one of the reality shows. I didn't like her too much. So I was trying to be like, let me give him a chance or whatever. So then she come out saying that she divorcing you. Then she say, never mind. Then she say she is going to divorce you. You gay. Then she say, nah, I'm just playing. I'm going to stay with him. And this last time she said, I'm leaving him. He cheated on me and all of this.
He had a baby. That's who did it. That baby done did it.
And now you got 2 kids?
The baby done did it. The
What?
baby did it for her. The
Now you
baby
beefing with that mama. But didn't this just happen? Him and Crystal just got divorced. How long ago was that?
Maybe within the year, maybe within 2022 to now, maybe within a
year.
year.
So they just got divorced in a year. How he got 2 kids? By somebody else?
Because he was cheating and she got pregnant and she got there and she filed a divorce.
But did she already have a baby? Because he got
maybe, or maybe she was pregnant during the court proceedings.
With a second baby, or is it twins?
Maybe. All of
Crystal said, you have a secret baby? Like, Crystal because Sade stay true to that NDA then, because how do we not know this?
Like, I mean, is it an NDA? Because we still know it. We might not know the baby name, so I don't know how strong the NDA was.
We know it because of Crystal. We ain't ever heard from Sade, ever.
Yeah, I don't know what Crystal was looking for at this point. I don't know what she beefing with this baby mama about, to be honest. I mean, you know, is it uncouth to be fucking on somebody's man? Absolutely. But everybody don't follow the same moral code, and people gonna have to get over that. Your husband is the one that made the actual commitment. And even though I do not like, especially as we get older, like, okay, you tried to be the little mashed potato when you was in your 20s. Okay. All right. And then you upgraded to maybe asparagus.
Yeah.
We are now in our 30s, people in their 40s and up. Why is you still being the fucking side of yams and coleslaw on a plate? Right. I don't know. I don't get it. Right. But it's not it. If that's who she want to be, that's who she want to be. They can't change that. So I don't know why you getting mad.
It ain't gonna do nothing. It won't change anything. If you get mad at her, it changes absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
That's what. Because if you get mad at her and he pulls a Martell and still go back to her, what the hell you mad at her for? Because he gonna keep going back.
And regardless, she's still a part of y'all tribe. Regardless. Yeah. Because those kids are siblings. There will be a crossing of paths in some capacity or form, whether that's everybody dropping kids off at Dio house or whatever. But, you know, if you cannot have bad blood to the extent that it's not you beefing with them over the internet and all of that type of stuff, it's better, you know, keep y'all beef in private just for the kids. Everything just doesn't need to be shared with the issues that you may have if you don't like her. It's no point. Crystal got to grow up. I know her feelings hurt right now, but you're gonna have to grow up with that and just take that L on the chin, baby. You gotta.
Who is smiling is my girl Monyetta. With her new husband, with her tubes tied, her 2 kids, and her new bitch ass husband. Come on, girl.
That little white man a cutie patootie too. He's a cutie patootie.
Monyetta, this is why I stopped liking Neo, because of how he did you. So the fact that you shining now, I'm very happy, sis. I'm very happy for you. Somebody else I'm happy for is Angela Bassett. She is said to be getting an honorary Oscar. I don't think it need to be honorary. I'm a little upset that she just ain't.
What the hell is that?
They just don't give her one.
What is an honorary Oscar?
Like, you get it. Even though there's no category, they made one for you because they feel like you are worthy of having one.
Girl, what? Like an honor? Like what?
Because Spike Lee got one.
Girl, what?
I remember when Spike Lee got one, you know, like it was a big deal that he got an Oscar. But now that Angela's getting the same one, I don't like it because I feel like her worth is so, like, she deserved the one that she didn't get, and she should have been nominated for a few others she wasn't nominated for. Like, why won't y'all just reward amazing artists with real Oscars in their categories? Like, why couldn't she win? That's what I don't get.
I'm about to Google that. I don't understand. What is the fuck an honorary Oscar? Because she got real work.
Yeah.
Honorary is, from my understanding, when you are not necessarily in that institution or category, and so they're giving you one. For example, an honorary degree. You didn't attend this institution, but whatever contributions or intellect you have, we're going to give you this honorary degree because of your efforts or your contribution to whatever that case may be.
Mm-hmm.
What does she need a fake ass Oscar for?
Right. Because they don't want to give her a real one.
Girl, if Angela want it, I'm cool with that. If she don't want it, I agree. Did you know Angela Bassett got an honorary Oscar? What the fuck is that? They were trying to make it up. So they backdated an Oscar. And she was one of them. And they backdated it. To what movie? They didn't say. Bitch. It was a backdated Oscar.
I told you.
It was backdated.
She's not.
I know. I saw that too. Look, my friend told my son, don't forget y'all affirmative action it's been reversed.
At the schools and HBCUs is where we need to be going. Shit, just like whatever.
The affirmative action really was for white women anyway. They benefited the most statistically. So for me, it's a shrug of a goddamn shoulder.
We don't want to go to your schools anyway.
I'm out of all the things that are being reversed, affirmative action is not a concern for me. Like,
because
it's not,
we don't benefit from it. Exactly. We don't benefit from it. So it really don't matter.
So it's not
they found a way to get in there and take that shit from us anyway. So it really is not a big deal to us to not have it.
Now with the HBCU shit they did in Florida with taking away you can't talk about race critical theory in college.
That's crazy.
That was us. People major in Africana studies. So what do you mean by that? Like, because that's federally funded money, does that mean that some of the electives or majors have to be taken away? Black women's studies or other different things that are specific culturally.
Right. Yeah.
Is that an affirmative action? And I'm still mad about that backdated ass Oscar. I still don't know what that means. My friend said they didn't even put a movie on it.
No. It's
no movie on it.
No movie.
Because What's Love Got to Do with It should have been one. Wakanda should have been one.
Yes.
So really, you owe her a couple if we backdate.
Jackson should have been one. It's a lot of movies.
That's why I said, which one is it for? Because really, we should be backdating a few motherfucking Oscars.
Right. Period. Okay, so two more topics, y'all. Michelle Williams done let y'all girls Robin Dixon have it, okay, in the light shade way. Because, you know, when Chloe came out with her album, everybody was like tweeting Beyonce, like, why you ain't promoting it? And Beyonce don't promote shit that ain't Beyonce. We discussed this. Like, that's what she do. She don't promote a lot of anything. Whenever we see Beyonce post something, it's like an album. Like, you know what I mean? It's like clothing line. Like, she don't sit and do that for anybody. So it was weird for them to want her to do that for this person. Like, why? She don't do that for Jay-Z. Jay-Z get an album. She don't post husband's album, get it. She don't do that. She don't say, "Ooh, Kelly's album, get it." Michelle, nobody.
The most she'll do is her product placement. She may place her friends as a sound bite in the background.
Mm-hmm.
She may do that. And there's been a couple times where she has supported Solange when she did like a thing or whatever. But like you said, it's rare and it doesn't have, she's not a promoter of other people's work. She don't even follow nobody. She don't even follow her mama. She don't follow nobody.
At all. I was like, I don't know what y'all are expecting from her because that's not what she does.
First of all, it's really on Parkwood. That's like, so this is what blows my mind with this argument is when Andre was still on this earth, Andre's promotion of his artists didn't come from his shit. It came from the label.
Right.
So the Instagram is Parkwood.
Mm-hmm.
Parkwood posted Chloe Halle shit all the time.
Right.
Because that's the album or the label that they're on, not Beyonce. You get what I mean? Like that she's her own artist. Her shit is for her brand. Parkwood is for the branding of her artist.
Right.
And that was promoted on Parkwood.
So yeah, I don't understand. It was inaccurate. It just wasn't realistic for me to think Beyonce would do that when she don't do it for her own people, like her family, like her son. You know what I mean? Like she don't do it for nobody. So listen to this clip, Robin Dixon, because Giselle kind of was like, I mean, that's Beyonce, but Robin saying something else. So just listen to this real quick.
He did continuously support. People will then say Chloe is not where she is on her own. And it would be all because Beyonce is supporting and Beyonce is pushing. No, Chloe is where she is on her own.
It's kind of two sorted here because had Beyonce promoted it, everybody would be like, that's unfair. You got her promoting. People know her music. She's on a sold out tour.
Why wouldn't she support her or
Who
promote
said she
her?
Who said she didn't support?
Well, right. So did she? Do we know?
Who said she did not support? She's very involved in helping people creatively. Now, Chloe can write. She makes her own beats herself.
No, but I don't think
because y'all would have had something. Not y'all, because we family, we cousins. The folks that ain't related to us in this room would have had something to say because they didn't do it in here. Right. Y'all wasn't part of that.
Okay, so why didn't y'all support? Why didn't y'all support that?
What do you think about that?
Listen, y'all gonna quit playing with Tenitra because one thing Tenitra has always done, Kelly might not say too much. Tenitra Michelle, she's gonna get it. She's gonna get you together. She went on her own Instagram live one time because one of the preachers basically called Beyonce a demon right before the Renaissance World Tour came. I'm paraphrasing here, but was talking about buying tickets and her doing witchcraft, and she nicely got their asses together too and went live in her car just to let you know that. So Tenitra is not playing with y'all about Kelly and Michelle. Right. The second thing is, I don't know why Michelle was on that podcast, and I don't understand why Michelle was on Robin's and Giselle's podcast. I am not saying that Michelle should not support, because they're on the same podcast, Butterfly Effects, iHeartRadio. So they're that's cool and all, but this is not what they do for real. They don't really interview artists because one thing that does get me mad every time Michelle and Kelly interview is questions surrounding Beyonce. Yes. That pisses me off. Like, at what point do y'all ask, why the fuck did that even come up? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Why are you even asking Michelle that question? Obviously, Michelle ain't running Parkwood. So what did you expect her to contribute? You wanted her to go off on you and say that her bestie supported. It was an inappropriate question to direct to Michelle in the first place when we're talking about an interview.
Was it as bad as Tiffany on Huntsville? No, Huntsville. Was she as inappropriate?
On an interviewing platform, to me, yes. Okay. On an interviewing platform. Like, of course, it wasn't as uncouth as Tiffany, but Tiffany wasn't interviewing her. She was just being rude, and it was like more of a localized level. But on a professional interviewing tip, absolutely to me. When I interview Michelle, because she's about mental health and so am I, when I get to her, it will be about what she's doing. And if I ask any questions about Kelly or Beyonce, it is in the context of the ways that they supported her mental health or things that she's learned from them that has helped her mental health. But I'm not asking her no fucking questions. I
think it gets old. It happens any person, any Destiny's Child member. Latavia, Farrah, Latoya, Kelly, or Michelle.
Y'all better quit putting Farrah in that. Farrah ain't in that.
I'm gonna always throw out a freaking Beyonce question, and it's like, why? Like, why does that? Don't we know enough by now? Like,
I feel like they PR people should be telling people to stop asking them that. Like, I feel like they should
ask me about Beyonce. Don't even mention Beyonce.
We'll take an interview, but we're not answering any questions about Beyonce. Because first of all, when you ask them, let's keep it real. You're not going to get a real answer. One, because they're their friend, and two, because everybody respects Beyonce's privacy. And if they didn't, everything would leak about Beyonce. So whoever you ask that's close to her is not giving you shit. Nothing. So you're going nowhere if you are asking a direct question that only Beyonce can answer. The second thing is, when it comes to Chloe's album and whether or not Beyonce supported or whatever they wanted her to do, I don't really know what exactly they were looking for. People keep saying they wanted Beyonce to push it more. What exactly does that mean, though? Did you want her to create more posts? Did you want her to have Chloe open up on the Renaissance tour? And what ways did you want that support to look like? Because like Michelle said, who said she didn't support? Her support could have been, I gave you artist notes. I told you what songs to put on, what songs I think you might should cut from the album. You don't know what backhanded stuff she did.
No
So
check
what
that you getting cut from the label, the money you getting cut from the label, your deal. Like, you don't think that's support? Like, I'm just.
And let's be clear, Chloe has some of the best music videos of her generation. And she's an amazing artist. Beyonce probably gave her a lot of artist development that the other girls don't have.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
She definitely performed.
From YouTube, little girls with the little, and it was really cute to where Chloe and Hailey both are right now. When Beyonce said, "Come here, girls, I got y'all." Y'all don't see where the support is. Like, what?
Let me tell you something else about my fave Beyonce. If we're going to keep it 100. Rihanna has a better catalog as far as streaming. Rihanna has statistically, Rihanna has a higher catalog of more hits than Beyonce. Beyonce's secret sauce is the way that she performs her songs and the way that she gives you the visual. When I first heard Single Ladies on the radio, I was not a fan of it. At first, I was just kind of like, okay. When she performed it, and when the visuals came out, is when I gravitated to the songs. So even songs that I wasn't necessarily 100%, I don't know if I like them or not, she sold the songs through her performance measures.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is where Chloe's going to go.
Yeah.
Chloe's going to amp her fan base up because the way that Chloe is going to be a performer, she is going to make people interested in streaming the songs and buying the songs.
The performance I've seen of Chloe since she's gone solo has been
amazing. And that's how she's gonna get them. It's gonna be through her performance. She's in a artist development. She's also in a totally different marketing time than when Beyonce and them came up. So people can stream shit. They don't have to buy nothing. They don't have to buy a damn thing in order for your album, as opposed to us going to the store and buying a physical album. You don't have to do that now. So give Chloe a minute to warm up. She's also transitioning out of a group. She's transitioning into adulthood.
Yeah, it's a lot of
like that. Chloe talking about fucking. Give her a minute.
And it's a little uncomfortable, but I'll be like, but I like that though. That sounds good. It is
because when we were introduced to them, they were babies.
Yes,
so
they were.
Like
when I see her, I didn't watch like the music videos is a lot for me, right? And then I can't help it because I'm liking it. Like, this my song. Slide your panties to the side. That's my shit. You know what I'm like, girl, Chloe, clutching my damn parents. You grown up. And then I got her doing the little TV show on Amazon. They say she was getting. I said, I can't watch that shit. I can't watch Chloe do that. I ain't there
yet. I watched Chloe get fucked for the back on Swarm.
Did you watch it? I couldn't do it.
I did watch it. It was a little uncomfortable because that's little sis. But as her big sis, I was like, okay, girl, well, listen, I know you getting fucked, so I guess I gotta get over it. But that's what I mean. Like, it's gonna take a minute. Yeah. I really think that Chloe will be as Beyonce as her growth and time and development comes. Absolutely. And I think Halle will be iconic as well in her lane. They really remind me of a Beyonce and Solange duo. It's gonna happen for them. People just need to wait and see. People are acting as if Beyonce became Beyonce overnight. If y'all look backwards, Beyonce wasn't even, when she went solo, she did that Austin Powers movie and she dropped Work It Out. Ashanti was climbing the charts, and then Murder Inc. took a dip, and Beyonce started to slowly make her way. It was not an overnight thing. Right. Beyonce really had to prove herself, especially after the Destiny Child breakup. People blamed her for it. I think people don't realize how much effort she put to.
Yeah, we lost Aaliyah. Like, a lot of stuff happened where Beyonce really had to fight and show that she was actually deserving of being
of that spot, and boy, did she! So there was a lot of work put into her career. Where a lot of people weren't really checking for Beyonce and Destiny's Child at one point. They thought she
they used to like her. I went to the concert when they were like new, right? They were opening. It was Beyonce, then it was Jagged Edge, then it was John B.
Yep, they opened for Jagged Edge and them. Yep.
Yes, Beyonce was the opener, and they were taking pictures out there with the crowd, and people didn't want to take pictures with Beyonce. I saw this. They was all going after LaToya. I watched it. I was like 15.
That's what I said. People don't really understand. It's probably the Gen Zers that just got here. Yeah. But at one time, Beyonce was so hated because they said her dad broke up the original four. Mm-hmm. And then the SNL were doing jokes about it, all these types of things. And they put a target on Beyonce's back as she was the reason, the diva. That was the reason why Destiny Child broke up. And then they broke up again for the second time with Farrah. She was not liked.
People did not like
Beyonce. It took a minute for people to like Beyonce.
I say
for sure.
I say that. I remember I had friends that didn't like her. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, it was a lie. It
was a lie. And she did not become likable overnight.
Yeah. And then for people to like, it is people that just either they don't remember, it just wasn't there. But we really got to watch when they first came with Wyclef singing No, No, No. Like, who are they? Like, we were like in that point, like, who them girls?
And when we talk about trajectory here, let's be real. I don't want to get people mad. How many of y'all really listened to the first Destiny Child album?
The whole album?
Exactly. But how many people listen to Writings on the Wall?
Yes.
Exactly. So that first album was okay.
Yeah.
But it wasn't memorable like that goddamn Writings on the Wall. That's true. From there it was a skyrocket. Yeah. So in my opinion, Chloe on trajectory. Your first album ain't doing that great. The first Destiny Child album, culture-wise, I didn't go buy it. I heard it from people, and I was just kind of like, that Writings on the Wall gets played to this day.
See, I had both albums, but I was a DJ, so you know.
Yeah, like I heard it, but when I talk about like I can no skips, listen to it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I own the album. I own the album, but I totally had my favorites, and I ain't listened to the whole thing.
And
like,
you didn't listen to the whole thing. It wasn't
Writings on the
that
Wall. Writing on the Wall can just play through. That thing can just play.
When they came with Writings on the Wall, that was an epic, iconic, wonderful album. And then from there, it was up and it's stuck. Yep. And every Destiny Child album I have, I could play straight through.
It was.
Even Destiny Fulfilled. I love that album. So to me, Chloe, you're doing great, sweetie. Your fave also had hiccups, and everything didn't go up to the charts and all. People just fucking forget because she Beyonce.
Yeah,
she doing all right.
She the queen now, so it's like I don't know how she got here, but she here, and that's just what it is. But I watched her get there, so and I love it. I experienced it. I'm a part of the elites. Okay, I experienced the whole thing.
Just the way that Chloe moves on stage, you could just tell she definitely.
Yes, you can tell Beyonce got her hand on that. You can tell, and it ain't like Beyonce because you know we all think. Or we all hear like Beyonce got Blue when it's time, baby, Blue is going to go. Blue is gonna be that girl, right? We all know Beyonce got her hand there. So some people would think like she ain't worried about Chloe, nobody else, because she got a plan for Blue. Blue's the one. No, the way Chloe is moving, the way Chloe is singing, the way moves she's making, you can tell Beyonce has really worked with that girl. You can tell.
Absolutely, you could tell she done went through a Beyonce boot camp sometime in her development, just from the way that she moves. Now she's still her own individual, but just like Beyonce, I could tell who influences her by her, Tina Turner and all these people. You could tell that that's an influence for her, and you could tell that Beyonce is an influence for Chloe. Chloe is gonna do fine. She is. She's gonna be iconic because she's very, very talented in her generation. She's gonna soar because everybody else gonna burn out.
Yep.
They're gonna fizzle. Beyonce gonna teach Chloe longevity. She got it. Come out support.
We're gonna leave on this high fun note because someone said I should ask it. So Karma and I, neither one of us are in this actual field yet. I'm close. Karma's not. She's the baby. She's a baby of the millennials. Okay, I'm more old school.
I am.
So I'm close. But I'm not there yet, and I'm gonna make sure y'all know I'm not there yet. But the question was, what's dating in the 40 like? What's the world of dating in your 40 and up? So I was like, are y'all using dating apps? Like, y'all going on blind dates? Like, I mean, we still clubbing in the 40s? We bar hopping? You sliding in DMs? Because I'm not there, but I'm like sliding in there. So like, I'm about to be like in that that mix of the pissy pool, like, and I don't really like to go swimming, so I probably have to do something else. I'm probably gonna go to the park while they in the pool, but
I stuck my my toes in the water, y'all, and I put my toes right back out on shore. Okay, so I'm gonna be transparent. I'm gonna tell you some of the things. My friends made me get a dating app. Like, they literally took my phone and made a Facebook dating app profile.
Okay.
And that was it. I was not fit to get 16,000 profiles. They made me that. And so here's why it was not successful for me, just for me. Because one of my friends actually did marry her spouse that she found on POF years ago. They've been married for now like 5-6 years now.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I like organic interactions.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really get to go outside too much because, I work from home and I got kids, so I don't really get outside much. And so I feel like, God gonna show me my baby at Kroger's or something. I ain't really worried about it, but I did not like that. It doesn't feel organic. You sit around and you talk about bullshit. Now every conversation is redundant. Hey, how are you? What do you do for a living? It's too much.
Yeah.
I like organic conversations. So for me, online dating, it was just a clusterfuck of things, and I didn't really care for it. Yes, I still have the profile. No, I'm not really active in it because it never seems organic. It seems forced and redundant questions and conversations.
So how does that work? Like, okay, so I have not ever in life done a dating app, a dating number line, like ever. Like, I want to meet you. Like, I want it to be, you bumped into me somewhere, you saw me out somewhere, like, or we got new people. I don't want like it to be you swipe right on me. Like, I don't want to sit and look at a guy's and he looks nice, he doesn't. I don't want to sit and do that. I've never been into that. So when everybody was doing like plenty of fish and tagged and there's a phone chat line and like it's like all this stuff, I never got into it. I never wanted to do it. So I've never had a dating profile ever. At this point, I have yet to do it. I haven't needed it. So what is that like on the Facebook dating app? Because I know one of my sis did that for a while and she would talk to people and I'm like, how do they even know to reach out to you? Like, what is that?
Okay, so you get your little dating app and then you have so I can only talk about Facebook dating, but they all pretty much run very similar. But you're going to get like a like or X, maybe a heart or X, a thumbs up or X, and you kind of scroll through. They only are able to contact you when both of you have liked the picture. So there's a mutual already, I like you, you like me. So everybody ain't sliding into your DM. Okay, so from there, one of the two parties are going to do just like a slide in DM. Hey gorgeous, hey beautiful, hey queen, how are you? And then it kind of picks up from there and you decide whether or not you're going to give them your number or share your profile with them or whatever the case may be. And then it kind of goes from there. But it's as if you're meeting them in person. But because it's such for me, like a overstimulating of people in your inbox, I'm not for the love of Ray J type of person.
Right.
I don't want to talk to 20 people because I'm not even gonna remember your names because it wasn't organic. It was just a click of a button type of thing.
Yeah.
But that's kind of how it operates. And like I said, I've tried to go on. People don't even really date. A lot of people that you meet, even if they have good conversation, sometimes their idea of a date will be, can I come through? It's just this weird. You got to eliminate a lot of things out.
Okay.
So dating, and for me in my 30s, has been some online dating app, but I'm now not really even interested anymore. I found out through dating that I don't think I'm ready. Okay. So I went back into let me get me together. I don't have the patience and capacity that I need to have.
Okay. Well, I'm going to close it out reading a couple of comments from people that are over 40 that wanted to drop in on my Facebook. And you guys can follow me and Karma at all our stuff. That is in the descriptions below. Follow me. My Facebook is different than my Instagram, which is different than my TikTok. So I'm different in each one. Like I give a different part of me to each one of those. So join all of it so you can get to know all of me. So Jenna says it's pitiful. Dating in the 40s is pitiful. Andrea says it's all a crapshoot. Toya said it's non-existent. Freddie Red says, I'm 61 and it's no different than it was at 21. It just smells different. I don't know what that means. Gina said Nightmare on Elm Street. Lamar, shout out to Lamar. Shout out to Topaz. Shout out to Ryan. I don't want to read all these. My girl Leslie said, if you find something out there, let me know, friend. Oh, shit. Y'all don't like the way that sounds. I'm trying to get back.
They ain't lying though. It is. I mean, they're not. Like, it is, and it's very exhausting. Like, to keep trying to have the same conversations. Like I said, I don't have the patience, and so I took a step back. And I'm in the mindset of I want to attract. I want to chase. I'm not chasing after anything. So I'm going to attract it, and I'm just going to allow it to happen in whatever way. So if it should happen online, I want that to be organic in some type of way where it just doesn't feel like I'm on a dating app. I don't know, but God knows. So I ain't worried about it. Okay. He know how to get somebody to find me. Yes, so I'm not even playing no.
Don't let it happen, which is what most people actually need to do. So I saw this quote on Instagram. It made me laugh. It says, "Stop dating people who only want to see you at night. You is not a roach, okay? Like Karma said, people don't want to date no more. You don't need to see me only at night. I am not a roach." That's what we gonna leave on. So thank y'all so much for supporting us. Support my girl Karma. Get one of her journals or a few. Gift them to some friends, y'all. It's summertime. And you know what? Back to school supplies for the kids is coming up. We already sending them back to school. Summer just got started, but y'all ready for them to go back?
Yeah, they eating up all my food. I'm ready.
Right. And then get my book ladies on Amazon as well. Guys, we love you guys, and we're coming back on what? Wednesday
for Raw and Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yeah, hopefully
I think we're about to get into Love and Marriage Huntsville break though. Remember how they do a break in the middle of the season? Yeah. I think we're coming up on the break. So when we come up on the break, maybe we can insert another one of the People's Choice.
Okay.
Maybe we'll give a poll. Love and Marriage is on their hiatus, and we have to wait until the second part B season come back.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll find something. Yeah, maybe we'll let them choose what they want us to review for that second slide.
Okay, we'll do that. All right, we'll get the poll together. We'll figure out some shows and put them in the poll and let you guys vote. All right,
maybe they should just tell us, and then we'll take the top. Maybe we'll make a post and just see what's the first top 3, and then put those in the poll of to clear it down.
Okay, we'll do that.
Maybe they'll give us a really good show we ain't even think about yet.
Yeah.
So we'll let the people decide. It better be good too, because I tell y'all my patience be low. Don't have me dragging these people. Y'all better pick a good show.
Yeah, don't. I know Beret's gonna have us on Zeus, so we gotta be careful.
And if I get this Zeus for you, Beret's, because that's the top one, it better be good. It better be good.
All right, guys, we love y'all, and we'll talk to y'all on Wednesday.
Bye.